Hey everyone, welcome to Rugged Outdoors Guide. My name is Pete Stack and this is my channel. Today I got something really interesting going on for you guys. I just drove 20 hours from my home in southern Ontario near Toronto and Buffalo, New York, that area. 20 hours, guys, that's like driving from Chicago to the Florida Keys. And you know what? I'm still in Ontario. That's how insanely huge this province is. That's another story. We won't go there. I just drove 20 hours in order to buy a canoe. I found the best deal on a solo canoe, which turned out to be 2 solo canoes. I'm going to buy both of them. It's that good a deal. But the guy who sold me this canoe or these canoes is probably one of the most interesting people as far as the world of canoeing and outdoors goes. I mean, this guy is, not only is he a lodge owner now, on the edge of Canada, actually the world's largest canoeing preserve. I'll tell you about that in a second. But he was friends with Bill Mason and Becky Mason, and he's Mr. Canoe. He's also kind of the founder of an incredible, the canoeing area I just told you about, the largest in the world, and I want to get into that too. We got to talk to this guy. I mean, this guy is filled with information. He's a former politician and a wilderness explorer, but he's also an environmentalist and a biologist and a couple other things that are pretty amazing. So let's go talk to him right now.
Hi, Pete. When I was a little kid, 5 years old, and people said, well, little boy, what will you be when you grow up? Living in Connecticut, I would usually say, I'm moving to Canada, build a log cabin, live in the wilderness off the land, be a biologist, a bush pilot, a trapper, a wilderness guide, and live off the land mostly. And they said, that's so sweet. So I knew what I was going to do when I was 5. So when I was 30, I quit a great job running environmental programs for the state of Connecticut. And I moved to a teepee on the edge of what's now called Wabakimi Wilderness Park. And I lived in that teepee for a year and off the land mostly. And then I built a little cabin and lived in it for a year. And then I heard rumors of an impending giant clear cut in this area full of wilderness values, caribou, tourist operators. And I said, that's not a great idea. So I said, I'm going to move to town and lobby for the creation of a huge wilderness park in this area. And I thought it could take maybe 5 years. Well, it took 25 years. So in 1976, I moved there. In 78, I made this decision to work on this project, this vision, this dream of a big wilderness park. In 83, the park core was created, small but important. And in 1995, it became very large, 1 million hectares, 2.5 million acres. In 1999, with associated glue-on parks, waterway parks, nature reserves, conservation reserves, sort of metropolitan Wabakimi became 5 million acres, twice as big as Prince Edward Island. So, who the heck am I? Well, I have had a lot of trouble, like many of us, deciding what I will be when I grow up. I'm still working on it. I do biological and forestry consulting. I did a huge project on woodland caribou. I run an outfitting business in Wabakimi Park, both fishing and wilderness canoeing. My main role in that business is trip planning, helping people plan a trip that matches their budget, their needs, their aspirations, their skills, their experience. And then my staff take over and do what I promise. And we have a lot of fun. And especially this year, with Connecticut being closed, Boundary Waters closed, woodland caribou closed, all of a sudden, Wabakimi has been discovered. Be careful what you ask for, you might get it. So, why should you come to Wabakimi? Well, it's 5 times the size of Connecticut. It's the largest paddling area in the world. It has whitewater and flatwater trips. It's a little hard to access, but we know how to get around that. Many of our trips now are fly in a float plane and paddle out to a roadhead. And it's simply huge. It has a herd of woodland caribou, part of the reason for its creation. I spent most of a lifetime helping to create it and building the portage trails. And now my role is to help people plan nice trips in it. So I'm in a bit of a catch-22. The wilderness advocate in me would like to keep it a big secret, and the outfitter in me would like to have enough clients to pay the bills and pay the staff. Plus, we meet some pretty nice people. So when we get great clients, we give them great service. It's what we do. It's why we do it. We have a lot of fun, and 99% of our clients are terrific.